it's a big political storm taking place in Jammu and Kashmir. Remember that the voter list had to be revised because there are new voters that are being added who've been residing in J&K for a while, and now the political storm has erupted because Jammu District Election Officer Avni Lavasa has given an order that on the updation of the voter list and inclusion of new voters, order says that those who are residing in Jammu district for more than 1 year will be eligible to be registered as new voters of the Union Territory. Now, the National Conference has hit out at Modi government, alleging it is part of a design of the government at the centre to add 25 lakh new voters in Jammu and Kashmir like this. This is a big news coming in. Let's quickly go across to Sunil Ji Bhatt, who's joining me from J&K. Sunil, what is the order precisely, and why has the National Conference, which is Farooq Abdullah Umar Abdullah's party, attacking the government over this? Because if they are residing in Jammu, they are likely to be added, isn't it?
Well, Pooja, a massive political storm has erupted in Jammu and Kashmir over Jammu District Election Officer Avni Lavasa's latest order. And as per that order, those residing in Jammu district for more than 1 year are eligible to become new voters. National Conference is saying that this is part of Modi government's design to add 25 lakh new voters here in Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, the then Chief Electoral Officer of Jammu and Kashmir, Mr. Hidesh Kumar, had addressed a press conference earlier this year, and he had said that 25 lakh new voters will be added in the voter list of Jammu and Kashmir. And at that point of time also, there was a massive controversy over it. But later on, the government of Jammu and Kashmir had clarified that those who are having domicile certificates, only those people will be added as new voters, and those who are from other states living in Jammu and Kashmir, they have to first cancel their votes in their respective states, and only then they can be registered as voters. But now, with this latest order coming from the district election officer of Jammu district, Ms. Avni Lavasa,
stay on with me, Sunil, because this has become a huge political storm. Now joining me is Kavinder Gupta. He's a senior leader of the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir. Mr. Gupta, what do you say to National Conference saying this is deliberate? In 1 year, if someone's residing in Jammu district, they can be added. This is a design of the government to add new voters that can likely vote for your party, and therefore a design against National Conference.
देखिए, भारत में जो कानून लागू होता है, अगर जम्मू कश्मीर में क्यों नहीं होगा? पहले तो इनको ये दिल से बहम निकालना चाहिए कि धारा 370 खत्म हो चुकी है। ये वोट तभी बनते हैं जब अपना वोट कटवा करके तो कोई उसको सरेंडर करके अपना वोट बनवाता है। इसमें कोई गलत नहीं है। अगर केंद्र सरकार के कर्मचारी अगर राज्य सरकार के सेवाओं के लिए कोई बाहर से सुरक्षा बल आते हैं तो उसको वोट डालने का क्यों अधिकार नहीं होना चाहिए? ये तो लोगों को गुमराह कर रहे हैं और इससे ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है। अगर यहाँ किसी के बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं, 18 साल उनकी उम्र है, उसका वोट क्यों नहीं बनेगा? क्या वो यहाँ पर 10 साल या 15 साल वेट करेगा? ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। केवल अपोजिशन गुमराह करना चाहती है और कोई ना कोई इनको पता है इनकी जमीन खिसक चुकी है, आज वही बहाने ये बना रहे हैं।
ऑलराइट, कविंदर गुप्ता जी, लेकिन एक चीज बताइए, अगर ये कंसर्न है, क्योंकि नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ने कहा है, तो लोगों को भी डर होगा जो जम्मू में रहते हैं कि अगर आप 1 साल में ही यहाँ रहते हुए जम्मू के डिस्ट्रिक्ट में किसी को वोटर बना देते हैं तो क्या ये प्रॉब्लम जम्मू के शहर के लोगों को तो नहीं हो जाएगी? क्या उनके वोटिंग राइट्स में किसी तरह की तब्दीली तो नहीं आ जाएगी? यही कंसर्न उठेगा सर। अब क्या कहेंगे उनको? हाउ विल यू एली देयर फियर्स?
देखिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। जो गवर्नमेंट के रूल पूरे हिंदुस्तान में है, उसी आधार पर वोट बनेंगे, उसी आधार पर वोट कटेंगे। अगर सरेंडर के बाद ही वोट बन सकता है तो मुझे लगता है कि इसमें कोई साफ गवर्नमेंट का एक ऑर्डर है, इसको समझना चाहिए और उस पर पालन करना चाहिए।
Kavinder Gupta, thank you so much for speaking to India today. Now, this, remember, what has been initiated in J&K is valid across the country. You give up your previous voting card and you apply for a fresh one. If you're saying, and Sunil Bhatt is telling us about the political storm it has become, which is the National Conference has said this is a deliberate design to change the voters. A tragic news has come in now that there is the body of a young girl, of a 10-year-old child. Her name being identified as Divya. Her body has been found in a water sump in Karnataka. It's caught people by shock. The girl left her house saying she's going for her tuition classes, but she did not turn up there. Parents then filed a complaint. The body was recovered late last evening. How did the body of a child, of a 10-year-old girl heading for tuition, land up in a dump somewhere nearby in a water tank area? We'll try and get details of that. Nagarjun Dwarkanath with the latest on that. Nagarjun, what is the police telling you, and what are the local residents saying? What exactly happened and who recovered the body? What led to this shocking detail?
Well, the locals are saying that when the body was recovered, the clothes were torn as well. So the local suspect is to be rape and murder. But the police are saying whatever the parents and the family give the complaint about, we will register cases as per that and investigation will continue. But the main issue today is the post-mortem has happened. What exactly happened was in the morning yesterday, 10-year-old Divya had left her house saying she'll go to the tuition classes. But the tuition teacher said that she never turned up here and we don't know where she is. And finally, they found the body in a water sump where it's an underground water tank in Karnataka where water sump is stored. The body was found there, the body was recovered. The locals claim that were the spot that the clothes were torn as well. It's up to the police to register the cases is what they're saying. But the family yesterday, late last night, were filing a complaint firstly. The investigation will happen today and post-mortem will also happen today, which will give us more information about what exactly caused the death.
Definitely there must be an investigation into it. A child suddenly found in this water tank without any details about what happened. Was there a foul play? How did the child land up there? Must be investigated and found out. Stay on with me, Nagarjun, because we have these visuals running. I want to understand. This is coming from Mandya in Karnataka. We can see the local residents have gathered in a residential area and the police, with the help of a torch, which is likely last evening, looking through. So, does it look like that it was an open manhole, porthole, an area, a tank where she may have fallen? Is it difficult that a child could fall in it? Because what sort of angles would the police want to look at? It looks like a very narrow lane where, and the child, was she living around this area? Do tell us a little more about it.
This seems like an under construction building that the body has found, at least by the visuals of it. The police also, when I spoke to them, they said they need more investigation because this was not in the district headquarters. This was in Malwali Taluk. So their special teams will also go, forensic teams will go and find out what exactly happened. But the angle is that where CCTV footages have to be retrieved and where she was she with anyone? That's the angle that they are probing. Like you mentioned, did she slip into the water sump? That would be the last option because she was not supposed to be here. She would not. She's not a small kid to lose her way, but she did tell her parents that she was going to a tuition. She knew where the tuition was.
An area or a open tank, so to say, that a child would go and fall. This is not on the road. This is clearly in a corner of an under construction building. How did the child even land into that corner if she's heading for a tuition classes? I request you, Nagarjun, please stay on with me because India Today spoke to the Superintendent of Police in Mandya. Let's listen in to what the officer has to say.
We are yet to investigate it. We have started the investigation just now. Okay. So since the body was recovered in the evening and they are yet to file a complaint, we are filing the complaint, we are registering the FIR now. We have started our investigation. It is too early to tell anything about it. And since the post-mortem is also not done yet, once we get some information, some credible information from the doctors only, we will be able to comment.
An absolutely tragic death, and here we are hopeful that perhaps some investigation will reveal exactly what led to the death of that young 10-year-old girl, Divya.